I'm Chris, and welcome to Keto in the Country. If you're new, welcome. This is a place that you come to find good, healthy, smart keto recipes. If you're one of our wonderful subscribers, you'll know that my keto partner, Kristen, is on her honeymoon with my son. She's now officially my daughter-in-law. In the meantime, today I made a really quick, easy lunch, and I wanted to share that with you today. So don't go away. We'll be right back. So if you've been doing keto a while, you're very familiar with cauliflower recipes. Cauliflower crust, cauliflower wraps, cauliflower everything. Before my keto days, I used to make Italian rice. It was delicious. I started thinking about that today and I wondered if I could make it work with cauliflower. This makes a great side dish for fish, for chicken. It's just different. It tastes different. It doesn't taste like cauliflower rice. You ended up with a bonus recipe, which I hadn't intended to film, but I had to use some leftover cauliflower rice. But I made a great Mexican style dish, just replacing the basil for the cilantro. So let's see how that turned out too. Let's get in the kitchen and start cooking. Today we're going to rice a half a head of cauliflower. And if you've never made cauliflower rice before, all you do is cut the florets into very small pieces. I find the smaller the better. If you're going to put them in the food processor, they just process better. Next, you're going to pop them into the food processor and pulse until they look like this, little tiny grains of rice. Set your cauliflower rice aside for a minute and add 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil to a very large skillet or saucepan, or a soup pot like I used. Next, add a half a cup of onions. I find that if you practically caramelize the onions, it adds a lot of depth to this dish. When your onions are cooked however you like them, add 1 cup of fresh basil and 1 cup of fresh parsley. You absolutely have to use fresh herbs in this recipe or it's just not going to be that good. Saute those for a couple of minutes or until they're fragrant, and add your cauliflower rice to the pot and stir. You have to really blend in those herbs and onion. At this point, you can even add a little more olive oil. Next, I add 4 tablespoons of water, just enough to moisten the cauliflower for a good steam, along with some salt. But make sure you're using the pink Himalayan sea salt. And that's it. Cover it to let the cauliflower steam for about 5 minutes or until the cauliflower is as tender as you like it. And you have a beautiful, flavor-filled side dish. And quickly for that bonus recipe, I stir-fried ground beef, taco seasoning, parsley, replace the basil for cilantro, add the cauliflower rice, cover, and steam. So that recipe was so easy. I was able to actually whip up 2 recipes at the same time, in and out of the kitchen in 30 minutes. So now is my favorite part, and you know it's Kristen's favorite part too. That chair just looks so empty, but it's not gonna keep me from eating. Okay, first I'm gonna taste the Italian rice, Italian cauliflower rice. So that's the final product. That is delicious. I have to say it's almost better than the Italian rice that I used to make. It's hearty, it tastes Italian. You can pair it with sausage or any of your favorite Italian dishes. Even our keto manicotti, and if you haven't checked out that recipe, you need to. It's delicious. This would make an excellent side dish for anything. Okay, now I'm gonna taste what I actually just made it up as I went in the kitchen because I was hungry. I had some leftover ground beef in the refrigerator, so I really just had an idea and I wanted to try it, so let's see how that turned out. And that is the Mexican cauliflower rice. Oh my gosh. That is delicious. The cilantro adds a whole different taste to the cauliflower rice. And obviously the beef does too. Cauliflower will absorb any flavor that you pair with it. And in this instance, it absorbed the taste of the ground beef, of the taco seasoning, of the olive oil, and of the cilantro. It's the cilantro that really gives this dish an extra kick. So thank you so much for joining me today. I do apologize for the horrible camera angles and things, but it's kind of hard to do by yourself. Next week, Kristen is going to be back. Everything's going to be back to normal. And we hope you come back and see us for more wonderful recipes. So have a great day and stay keto. I'll see you next time.